Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah Kudash. Double honor to the apostles, the bishops, the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, mercy, and safety to all of the Akim on the highways and byways, preaching the word in sincerity and in truth, and the healthy Shalom to the elect. My name is Rawai, and I'm back with another quick lesson through the Spirit. Lord willing, it is edifying. All right, title of this lesson will be something to the effect of Esau ain't shit, but we laughing at you niggas, man. All right, Esau's a goddamn devil, and he ain't shit, and we know this. But we are laughing at you fucking niggas, man. Okay, what am I talking about? The Voting Act. All right, there has been some stipulations placed in the Voting Act that was passed a bunch of years ago during the Civil Rights era. I'm going to play a little bit about what happened to the bill. And why are we laughing? Well, we're laughing because you niggas in the world have put your trust in this goddamn devil. You have gotten comfortable with the small wins that you've gotten, the little prizes that Esau gave you niggas to shut your mouth. And the prophets have been telling you niggas not to trust Esau Edom. But you have done nothing but trust Esau Edom. And now this is just another scenario where Esau has shown himself to you who he is, and he's the goddamn devil. So let me play a little bit of this. Got a couple of precepts, and let's see what happens with Jake after this, right? And what I mean by that is, let's see if they get rocked back to sleep by a gift that Esau gives them, in terms of making them feel like they're equal. All right, let me play this.
We're firefighter. We're fire. We're fire.
Okay, there we go. Let me go back. Okay.
You know, this decision, we knew this was coming because they've been chipping away at this for a long time. The court said, there's no problem with race anymore, and yet we're fighting every day talking about Project 2025. We know what's happening, and it's going to start happening to women as well. Because all these changes in voting where they're saying you can't use your married name, you got to go get your birth certificate. So this is going to affect a lot of people. Right now, it sounds like it's just affecting people of color. We know better. We knew this was coming. So this is meant to discourage you from voting. This is meant to make you feel like you don't have a voice. You do have a voice. Do not forget that.
And you see, it's the emotions of the so-called Black, Latino, and Native American that have put them in such a deceptive mental space, right? It's these fucking emotions. Because what happens is, our people hear good speeches. We hear the so-called black woman say certain things. We hear the so-called black man say certain things, and it sounds good and it feels good. It's so eerie similar to what the church does when you go into the church. You hear shit that feels good, and then you get rocked to fucking sleep. Okay? And this is what you just heard from Whoopi. But I got a couple of more. Let me play another clip of what's really going on with this Voters' Rights Act that happened. All right, let me give me a second. Yep, let me go here.
By now, you've probably seen a lot of headlines saying that the Voting Rights Act has been gutted. But a lot of people, despite understanding the seriousness of the situation, may not really understand what actually happened. So, I'm a lawyer. I want to make this as simple as possible. The Voting Rights Act was passed in 1965, specifically to reduce racial discrimination in voting. Yesterday, the Supreme Court made a ruling that dealt with Section 2 of that act. Section 2 was a protection against racial discrimination in voting. For example, taking a black majority district and intentionally redrawing maps to dilute black voting power so that white votes would count more than black votes. Under Section 2, those disenfranchised voters could sue and have that law overturned. To do so, they did not have to prove that the challenged voting law was actually deliberately intended to be racist. Rather, they just had to show that racial discrimination was the result of the law. But yesterday, the conservative majority in the Supreme Court totally reworked Section 2 so that now the disenfranchised voters, they have to actually prove racist intent. They cannot just show that a racist result was achieved. That is a huge problem. An example would be this proposed map, which Louisiana Republicans put up immediately after this decision. So now that they're free to say, well, racial discrimination isn't our intent, it's only a political reason, what has happened to the voices of people of color here? That is why this case is so serious. So now I'd like to know what you think ought to be done about this, but while you're pondering, here's what I think. There must be term limits for the Supreme Court. There must be a binding code of ethics on the court. We must expand this court so that it will properly safeguard the Constitution and the rights of the American people. That's my take. I would love to know yours. And if you like understanding the law in simplified terms like this, please follow for more. By now, you've probably seen a lot.
Okay, so you heard a pretty decent breakdown of what's happening. All right, and the reality is there's nothing that is going to happen that's going to be able to fix it, because he came with an idea of enacting term limits to where these Supreme Court justices can only serve for a certain amount of time, which sounds good, right? Here's the thing. Esau's a goddamn devil. What he did with the voters' right, this voters' rights act, is some bullshit, 100%. Absolutely some bullshit. No doubt about it, no way around it. But our people are the donkeys of the fucking day. Okay, by trust. What did you think, Jake? You felt you were in the clear because we get these small little so-called wins when at the end of the day your vote don't matter anyway. Now I will say this: on a smaller scale, right? It's a lot more believable and trustworthy in terms of your little councilwoman over here, a few thousand people vote for. Yeah, in the small neighborhoods and boroughs and districts, yeah, the votes may be a solid process, right? But that's in the reality, they don't hold no fucking weight. These little fucking peons running around these communities building fucking parks, they don't hold no fucking weight. But as far as the presidency and shit like that, bro, you ain't got that shit. Presidents are selected, not elected. Okay, let me get this precept real quick. I don't want to yap too much. But this is because Esau Edom's a goddamn devil. Like I said in the beginning, I wanted to be clear about that. Because he is. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It doesn't stop, Jake from believing in this goddamn devil. And that's the whole fucked up part about it all. Because like I said, Esau Edom's the devil, but you Jakes are fucking dumb. Good for you Jakes for trusting in this goddamn devil. So let me get this first precept real quick. This is Isaiah 10:1. Okay. It says, woe unto them. So like, yeah, try to light this up. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. So that all of these laws that are set in the land, they're extremely unrighteous. They're not fair. 100% they're not fair. Okay, and the scriptures say, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees." Who are the lawmakers? Esau, Edom, this goddamn devil. All right, so destruction is coming to this devil, right? So that's why I started the title off with Esau. You ain't shit, but you Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans who don't know you're Israelites, you're fucking idiots. All right, so woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Okay, and that is Esau, Edom, starting with Esau, Edom. Okay, straight like that. But let me get, because I want to address you niggas, man. All right, you simple ass niggas who forgot, okay, who's really in control and who you give no reverence to. All right, let me get this, because you niggas have been told time and time again, okay, but you continue to trust this goddamn devil. Ecclesiastes 12:10. Never trust thine enemy. Not sometimes, not half the times, not when it sounds good. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Okay? Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him. Salakia, trying to get this highlighted. Though he humble himself and go crouching, and yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou had wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. So this devil comes to you humble, cool, calm, collective, safe, fair, right? But he is the fucking devil. He is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay? And you continue to trust him when you get these small wins. All right? It says, take good heed and beware of him. But our people have not done that. They've let this man back in his heart. Okay, so we're laughing at you, nigga. There's an uproar all over social media. They're wilding. My algorithm is turned with all the nigga woman going crazy. All right, the tribes going crazy. You know, it's all over my social media. All right, so it's a lot happening, man. It's a lot happening, and these devils are doing what they do. But man, woe unto you niggas. Let me get the precepts. Let the precepts speak. Okay? Because you continue to trust in a devil. Okay? In a man, in a race of people who've proven to you time and time again that you're nothing. And that's how they feel about you. All right? This is Isaiah 31:1. Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many. Okay? So woe unto you who rely, put your trust, put your hope, put your faith in America, in Babylon the Great. Okay? We're getting our asses handed to, and we've got our asses handed to us during the civil rights movement in times before because we turned our backs on the Heavenly Father. Okay? This is the understanding. Okay? Doesn't mean don't go, if you're in a position, try to make things better for yourself or the people, but that's the Lord. That ain't your job. The Lord's going to do that. Okay? Whatever position you in life and you in a position, you doing what you do, hey, work what you got there. Because you ain't going to be able to change this is the curses that were pressed upon us for turning our backs on Yahweh Shem Shai. You can't offset the curses. Okay? All you can do is whatever position you're in as a so-called black, Latino, or Native American, okay, all you can do is work with what you got and do the best you can, all right, with what you got. Trying to offset the prophecies, you ain't going to be able to do that. You can't turn around the judgment and the curses that the Lord got on us, all right, you're running to the same people that got you in goddamn slavery. This is the devil, man. All right, Isaiah 31:1 again. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, destruction unto them. And stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. This is one of my favorite scriptures, man. Okay? Because you trusted in man. You trusted in the system. Because of big, bad America, we strong, we the mightiest, we the best, we the, right? No. You didn't look to the Lord. You don't understand what the Lord did. The Lord got us in this predicament. He put Esau over us. Okay? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The Lord did that. Okay? Because we went the hell off. We disobeyed the Lord. Okay? You trust in big bad America, but you didn't look to the one who controls all things, Yahweh, the Most High God, and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Okay? So woe unto you. Just like it's woe unto them who decree unrighteous decrees, Esau, Edom, woe unto you who trust in that. Okay? Woe unto you goddamn devils, man. All right? Let me get this real quick. I got one more precept and I'm out, Lord willing. Yep, I'm going to close out right here because like I said, this is quick, fast, straight and to the point. All right? Esau ain't shit, but you niggas are the donkeys of the fucking day. All right, let me go get this real quick. Voting. You niggas, you put all your trust in voting. Our people, man, this devil has showed us time and time again and continues to show us that we're nothing to them. But you niggas get a small win and you go right back to sleep. Right? Go right back to sleep. Jeremiah 17:5. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? That's a beautiful precept to what I just read. Okay? All right? Beautiful precept to Isaiah. It's saying pretty much the same thing. Okay? Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, cursed be the man who trusteth in man. So you trust in the people that govern Babylon the Great and the rest of these nations, okay, who govern over you. Yeah, our people trust in man. Okay, you've become a part of this system. You've ingratiated yourself in this man's power structure, and you have trust and hope in it. But it says, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and whose heart departed from the Lord. Okay? You don't hear nobody talking about the Lord on these when this shit go down, when these types of things happen. Everybody's all up in arms. Okay? But not understanding this is the Lord. This is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's work. Okay? So y'all the donkeys of the fucking day, donkeys of the year, okay? We laughing at you niggas, man. All right? We laughing at you jakes who trusted in this whole voters thing from the beginning. All right? This devil hates you Israelites, man. Okay? And you've been begging to be ingratiated into his system, into his world. All right? And now look, he's going to continue to spit in your face until the Lord comes back and deliver us. We don't trust in man. We don't trust in Esau, Edom. Okay? We don't trust in Babylon the Great. We trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That's where our deliverance, peace, and safety is going to come from. All right? That's all I got, man. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. If you get anything from this lesson, please know and understand the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. The name of his only begotten Son is Yahweh Shai. Those are the names we call on now and in that dreadful day. Shabbat Shalom.